Joining us now live is criminal defense attorney Tamara Holder and also attorney Courtney Anderson. Welcome, ladies, to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, Tamara, let me ask you, shouldn't the school have an interest in making sure, especially after Columbine and 9/11, that there are no weapons on campus ever?
Well, first of all, this little 2-inch knife is not a weapon, and that's not what this young man intended to use it as. We're talking about a survival kit locked in his car. We're not talking about mass murderers who go into a school with assault rifles and blow up a whole school. There's a big difference, and the school really needs to take zero tolerance and instead use judgment here. We need the school officials to look at this student who was an Eagle Scout. He was admitted to West Point. He is a good kid. Apply that and punish him accordingly. But to take him out of school for a month, that's ridiculous.
And Courtney, let me ask for your response. This is an Eagle Scout. This is an honor student. This is a guy who won an award last year for saving someone's life. I mean, this is not the kind of kid that needs to go off to juvenile detention center. Can we give him a break here?
I don't think he is going to a juvenile detention center. And first of all, I want to commend this young man. I think a lot of times we talk about as a society young people and what they're doing wrong and challenges that they have. And here's somebody who's an example that we can all look up to and be proud of. So I think it's fantastic. In terms of zero tolerance, we all deal with it. When I go to the airport, there's a long list of things I cannot bring on a plane, including my bottled water. And it's not because I'm a threat. It's not because I'm a bad person, but it's because in a climate where there really are things out there and people out there that do have evil intent, that to make sure that we're all safer, we're going to implement some policies. If I had my child in a school, I would want that school to have zero tolerance. If they err on the side of being a little bit too safe, if they err on the side of maybe making sure that nobody has anything even on school property in their car, I would sleep a little easier at night rather than individuals trying to make quick decisions, on the spot. Is this person not a threat? Is this person not a threat? A lot of these school professionals are very good at what they do, but they're not necessarily trained in law enforcement techniques. So I think it's easier for them to allow them to get back to teaching, to allow them to focus on their work, to just say, let's just have a rule, no weapons for anybody, and let's interpret that in a broad way so that we try to protect the children and the school personnel.
Well, Tamara, Courtney brings up law enforcement there. Not only did this kid get suspended, they actually called the police on him. I mean, is that overkill in your view?
That is total overkill. We have to stop criminalizing our students. The police actually left the school. They said, there's no crime here. We're going to leave here. You guys take care of this. Courtney brings up a lot of good points.
Exactly.
But your school or the TSA does not kick you off of a plane for accidentally taking your water bottle through security. This is absolutely insane and it's ludicrous. Children who break the rules should be punished, but we cannot criminalize our students and kick them out of school for an entire month for taking a pocket knife locked in a car. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense.
I don't think anybody's
very
criminalizing
quickly,
this young
I want to give you the last
I don't think
word.
anybody is. I don't think anybody's criminalizing him. I think he's acknowledged if there was a policy that he didn't intend to bring the knife.
They brought the police to school.
Aware of it. And the police walked away and said this isn't a crime. I think there's a question there to look at the extra 15 days, and maybe have the family and the community ask, is that necessary? And I think that might be where the young man's kind of concern is. But I think we all are in agreement, and probably Mr. Whalen, the young man in question, who's going to protect our country, would agree that we want to make sure that our schools and our children are safe. And I think maybe examining the extra 15 days is something that we can do that's reasonable.
All right. Thank you both for a great debate. Tamara and Courtney, thank you.